Okay, somebody is very curious to know more about who you are. This is somebody who's like very new. I'm getting new energy. Very, very interested in learning and discovering more about you. Also, I'm getting like King of Wands energy from this person. So very, very warm, very open, very kind, very generous. I'm getting a very generous energy, like more generous than I feel like in the past you've been with people who were very like breadcrumby or like very stingy. Like specifically tipping comes to mind, and like this person is a big tipper, and like they do it genuinely out of the kindness of their heart. Like they want to see people around them cared for. Animal lover is also coming through. This is also somebody who, like, if you have kids or want kids, like this person definitely wants kids or would be very like happy to care for kids. Like they're just very like, this person is going to make an incredible father is what's coming through. And that's something that you are going to be able to pick up on right away upon meeting this person, or like within the first date or like first, phase of talking to this person. You're just going to be able to recognize that like, oh, this is somebody that you would definitely want to have kids with. Like this is somebody who you could see being such a calm and strong presence for family. So we're going to dive in a little bit to discover more about what this connection is bringing to the table for you, because I feel like this person is like setting out a table and setting you on the table. Like there's a lot of sexual chemistry with you and this person. So that's going to be something that you notice right off the bat too. Let's dive in. Angels, God, what can you tell us about stuff? Oh, I just got chills. That scared me. The King of Wands, what did I say? And the Lovers. Like, are you joking? That gave me chills and scared me at the same time. What the heck? And you know what? The Five of Swords, I feel like this was coming, like this came into your life at a time where you were over it. Like you might not even have wanted it. Or you were just like, you were ready to fight this person. Like, you know what? This person might actually find it adorable when you're in like fight mode. You're like, fight me, and like trying to poke and prod the bear, but this person isn't the bear. It's the king of the bears. This king controls the bears. This king, like they're just very in control. But they have a lot of, again, that sexual energy is coming through. Like they channel that a lot. Like they're very fun and like playful with it. Like it's very classy. It's giving class, high class individual. But I'm sorry, are you kidding me? The King of Wands and the Lovers coming out as confirmation. You might have just found your match. I'm hearing they definitely have a thing for you. Like there's a spark between the two of you. There's something that has taken place. This definitely, so this came out first, this Five of Swords energy, where it's like, maybe you don't see it yet. Maybe you're still kind of like recovering from something, or yeah, Five of Cups on the bottom. That, or you're just really focused on yourself. You're really focused on your career at this time when this comes in. But the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, yeah, they have their eyes set on you. They also, this person is a giver. Like that keeps coming through. They are such a giver. They want to give to you. Like they want to provide for you. Like they see the lifestyle that you live. And this person is very wise with their words. Like they don't say a whole lot, but when they do, it carries weight. But they see the lifestyle that you live, but more importantly, that you deserve to live, like a lifestyle that they want to provide for you. And they're like, oh, like I'm going to become this person for them. They want to rise into their power for you because they want to support your lightness. They want you to be able to let go of some of the weight that you've been carrying, or just like they want to be the supporting role in your life that allows you to really be free. I'm just hearing like financial freedom and freedom of time and freedom of expression too. Like this person really knows how to witness you. And by that I mean they don't detach, they don't attach, they're just simply there. like very strong, very sturdy, very rich, and not just physically, but like rich in their presence, rich where it matters, in their heart, in their mind, in their willingness to learn and grow and evolve together. So with the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, this is promising. This is very promising energy. The Six of Cups is very childlike innocence, so you might find yourself playing a lot, imagining a lot. Like you could go on this whole adventure. Like maybe you see these couple trends on social media and you're like, oh, I wish like that would be so fun to do. This person would be on board for that. 100% they would be on board. And the Three of Cups. This also feels very karmic, but not in like a negative fashion. This feels karmic as in like you're receiving everything that you've ever poured into somebody in love, everything that you've ever given is being returned to you in this love. That's what it feels like, a return of investment. And it, oh my God, this is crazy because you are somebody who, like, God has always placed people in your path that needed your love at that time in their life. And with every love, with every heartbreak that you ever experienced, like you grew, you evolved, you became wiser, more beautiful, stronger, smarter, softer, which is like the crazy part. You became softer after every love, and also very patient, like just less and less attached to the idea of being in love with somebody and more secure with being in love with yourself, with every love connection that you experienced. And so with this love, it just feels like, oh, you're just going to pour into each other, but this person is going to pour into you all of the love that you have ever given to this universe, given to the world, given to people who needed it most, because God called you to that connection for a reason. God called you to cross paths with that person. And now this person is like the person of all persons, is what I'm hearing. And so when they come in, they are coming in with a vengeance, not against you, against every person who ever hurt you, every person who ever doubted you, every person who ever fumbled you. This person is coming in with a vengeance of like mine, like, oh, like they are not letting you out of their sight, but not in like the scary possessive kind of way, more just in like a, they know exactly what they have when they have it. Yeah, they're not messing around when it comes to you. They know exactly what they have. When they have it, they have you. They're not giving that up. No, and it's not like okay, that song, that trend, Walk 'em Like a Dog, is coming through, and I just heard the message of like, you kind of get to train this one, but not in a manipulative way, more just as in you get to speak what you desire. You get to tell them what you like and what you don't like, and you're not asking them to do it. You're just letting them know who you are. You're letting them know where your boundary stands. And this person, they receive those boundaries. They're like, yes, please tell me more. Like, give me more to work with. I want to know how to love you. I want to know how to care for you. And every time that you speak what you love and what you don't love, what you accept, what you don't accept, every time you allow your emotions, your real emotions, your raw emotions, anger, sadness, fear, angst, whatever it is, anxiety, like, oh, this person loves when you speak your mind. Like, it's giving obsessed a little bit, but in the hottest of ways. Also, this person is extremely good looking, is what's coming through. We love that for you. You deserve this, queen. I'm going to keep diving into this because this feels extremely potent, very magnetic. So you may be very drawn to this person at this time. Ooh, and there's like a lot of buildup leading to the sexual chemistry between the two of you, or the physical interaction between the two of you. So I'm going to dive in more to this. The part 2 is going to be posted for all of the Angel Archetype Society members. If you would like access to this, comment Angel Tarot. In that community, you also have access to book a personal reading with me. You can also just link in my bio for that if you'd like. But yeah, comment Angel Tarot. I'm going to go dive into this full in-depth reading, and I will see you there. Dear soul, if these words stirred something deep inside you, don't let this moment slip away. This may not be just another video. It may be the reminder your heart has been praying for. Right now, close your eyes for a moment and speak these words with faith. I am chosen. I am deeply loved. I am not forgotten. God is writing a beautiful story with my life, and his promises for me will not fail. Say it again. Slowly, let every word heal the places where disappointment once lived. Let it silence every lie that told you weren't enough. Let it remind you that even in the waiting, God has been holding you, guiding you, and preparing something far greater than you can see. Never forget this. Delays are not denials. The God who called your name has not abandoned your story. At the perfect moment, every promise will unfold exactly as he planned. If this message spoke to your heart, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who feels forgotten, someone who has been crying in silence, someone who is losing hope. Your share could become the answer to a prayer they whispered when no one else was listening. And if you feel God placing it on your heart to help us continue sharing faith-filled and perfect messages around the world, you can support this ministry through a super thanks. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or whatever you feel led to give, every gift becomes a seed that helps carry God's hope, love, and encouragement to hearts that desperately need it. May the Lord bless every cheerful giver beyond anything they could imagine. May he restore what has been lost, open doors no one can shut, fill your home with peace, your heart with joy, and your future with his abundant favor. Thank you for being part of this growing family of faith. Together we are bringing light to the broken, hope to the weary, and reminding the world that God's love never fails. There are seasons in life when your heart grows so quiet that even hope seems to speak in whispers. It is not because you have stopped believing in love, but because you have spent so much of yourself loving people who never truly knew how to love you back. You continue living your life smiling when people expect you to smile, staying busy with work, responsibilities, and everything that fills your days. Yet, in the stillness of the night, a familiar question always returns. You wonder if the kind of love you've dreamed about is real, or if it only exists in stories. After enough disappointments, something inside you changes. You no longer feel the need to chase anyone. You stop trying to convince people to recognize your worth because you finally understand that love should never have to be earned through exhaustion. Instead, you quietly choose yourself, and although that choice feels lonely at first, it slowly becomes the beginning of your healing. Then, when your heart is no longer searching so desperately, someone unexpectedly steps into your world. There is nothing loud or dramatic about them. They don't try to impress everyone around them or make themselves the center of attention. What captures your heart are the little things that most people never notice. They thank people sincerely, show kindness without expecting praise, and make time for those who need help. They speak gently, treat strangers with respect, and carry themselves with a quiet confidence that feels both calming and comforting. The more you watch them, the more you realize that their kindness isn't something they perform, it is simply who they are. You begin to notice how naturally they care for others, how patient they are with children, how they stop to admire animals, and how they never make generosity feel like a burden. Without realizing it, you find yourself lowering the walls that once protected your heart because this person never asks you to trust them. Instead, they earn your trust one small moment at a time. As your conversations grow longer, you discover something even more beautiful. They aren't interested in changing you or shaping you into someone else. They are genuinely curious about the person you already are. They ask thoughtful questions, remember the little details you casually mention, and listen with a level of attention that makes you feel seen in a way you haven't experienced before. They don't interrupt your stories or rush to give advice. They simply listen, and somehow that simple act begins healing parts of you that have been hurting for years. You realize that being understood is far more powerful than being admired. For the first time in a long time, you don't feel like you're performing or trying to prove your value. You simply exist, and somehow that is enough. Something else begins to happen that surprises even you. Instead of imagining another relationship filled with uncertainty, you begin imagining a peaceful future. You notice the way they speak about family, the warmth in their voice when they talk about children, and the quiet strength they carry in difficult situations. You can easily picture them creating a home filled with patience, laughter, and security. It's not because they promise you anything grand. It's because their actions quietly reveal the kind of person they are. They make you realize that what your heart has always been searching for was never endless excitement or constant butterflies. It was peace. The kind of peace that allows your nervous system to finally relax. The kind that lets you breathe deeply without wondering when the next disappointment will arrive. You deserve to hear this today because perhaps no one has told you in a very long time you were never too much to love. You were simply giving your heart to people who only knew how to receive, but never learned how to give. Once that realization settles into your heart, your entire past begins to make sense.
You remember every sleepless night spent wondering if you had said the wrong thing. You remember every apology you gave simply to keep someone from leaving. You remember shrinking yourself so someone else could feel comfortable. Then one day you realize something that changes your life forever. Healthy love never asks you to become smaller. Real love doesn't make you question your worth. It creates space for you to become more fully yourself. As trust slowly grows, you stop overthinking every conversation. You stop rereading text messages, searching for hidden meanings. You stop wondering whether expressing your feelings will push someone away because this person welcomes honesty instead of fearing it. They don't become uncomfortable when you speak your truth. They appreciate it. They want to know your dreams, your fears, your boundaries, and even the parts of yourself you once believed were too complicated for anyone to understand. Every conversation becomes another reminder that love isn't built through perfection. It is built through consistency. Day after day, ordinary moments become extraordinary simply because they are shared with someone who truly cares. Then, unexpectedly, life teaches you one of its deepest lessons. You suddenly realize that your greatest fear was never being alone. Your greatest fear was spending your life feeling invisible beside someone who claimed to love you. That realization hits your heart with incredible force because loneliness eventually passes, but feeling unseen leaves scars that can last for years. This connection feels different because someone finally notices the things you've quietly carried all along. They see the strength hidden behind your smile, the exhaustion you never talk about, the dreams you've protected from disappointment, and the softness you've worked so hard not to lose. They don't try to rescue you or solve every problem. Instead, simply stand beside you, reminding you that you no longer have to carry everything alone. Slowly, your playful side begins returning. You laugh without forcing it. You dream without immediately expecting disappointment. You begin making plans again, not because someone promised you forever, but because hope no longer feels dangerous. One afternoon, you catch yourself imagining the future, and something unexpected happens. You don't picture luxury or perfection. You picture peace. You picture coming home after a long day and feeling understood. You picture ordinary mornings filled with coffee, quiet conversations, shared smiles, and the comforting certainty that neither of you has to pretend to be someone else. In that moment, you understand something profound. Peace is far more beautiful than excitement because excitement eventually fades, but peace becomes the foundation upon which a lifetime can be built. Then another truth quietly reveal itself. Every heartbreak you once wished had never happened was shaping you into the person you are today. Every disappointment taught you a lesson that no success ever could. Some experiences taught you boundaries. Others taught you patience. Some taught you resilience, while others showed you exactly what love should never feel like. At the time, those lessons felt unfair, but looking back, you realize they were preparing your heart to recognize something healthier when it finally arrived. If love had found you years earlier, perhaps you wouldn't have appreciated its quiet consistency. Now you recognize that calmness is not boring. It is security. Consistency is not ordinary. It is trust. Emotional safety is not something to overlook. It is one of life's greatest gifts. If you are listening to these words today while wondering whether this kind of connection could ever become part of your own story, I want you to remember something. You are not behind in life, and you have not missed your chance at happiness. Sometimes life takes longer because it is shaping your heart into someone who will recognize genuine love instead of settling for temporary attention. The waiting has not been meaningless. It has been preparing you to choose differently, love differently, and value yourself more deeply than ever before. The most beautiful realization comes at the very end of this journey. Love does not suddenly become valuable because another person chooses you. Love becomes valuable the moment you stop believing your worth depends on being chosen. Everything changes after that. Your confidence no longer depends on someone else's approval. Your peace no longer depends on someone else's consistency. Anyone who enters your life from that moment forward is no longer completing you. They are simply walking beside someone who has already learned to stand on their own. Perhaps that is the greatest love story of all. It does not begin the day another person enters your life. It begins the day you stop abandoning yourself just to keep someone else. From that moment forward, every relationship becomes healthier because it is no longer built on fear, but on freedom. And when love finally arrives in that place, it doesn't feel confusing or exhausting. It feels like coming home after a very long journey where your heart no longer has to wonder if it is enough, because at last it knows that it always was.